morning and welcome to Commit2fitness. I wanted to, I know last night I sent out an email and you all should have received that. In that email, as just a really brief description of the program, and you should have links. You should have a link to the point tracker, and you should have a link to a video which will describe your first habit, and you should also have a link to a Commit2Fit profile. So what I want to do is just take a couple of moments to explain some of these things, make sure we're all literally on the same page, and that you know how you're going to get started. So the first thing to do is to take your Commit2Fit profile. This was created in 2007. I really am not in the business of recreating the wheel, but I think it's great for you guys to take a few moments to kind of do an assessment of what does your nutritional profile and your fitness profile look like right now. Are you dieting? Are you eating for comfort? Are you feeling too full? So this is just a great thing. You don't owe me any answers, but it's a great assessment. And then you've got your measurements. And it says measure in the same spot each day. Your neck, left arm, right arm, chest, waist, hips, left thigh, right thigh, calf, and what is your weight. So what I'm going to recommend today is, before you get started, is without any judgment, and you do not have to share these numbers, is to make these measurements, because your measurements are going to tell a story. And you're also going to weigh yourself. However, usually the scale doesn't tell the whole story. And especially for me, like I just sometimes when I do programs like this, I might lose 3 pounds, which isn't really significant in terms of, people don't get excited about 3 pounds. However, I do, because 3 pounds represents that I get into my jeans better and they fit better. So sometimes it's going to be about body composition and building muscle mass and losing fat, and not just losing weight. Okay, weight, you can lose weight by sitting in a sauna and you haven't lost any body fat. So what we're really looking for is to lose body fat and put on lean muscle mass. And so I'm not nearly as concerned about the scale as I am by your measurements and how you're fitting into your clothes and your confidence level. This really comes down to what feels good and what feels right to you. So here it says, my target goal for day 56 is, well, you get to decide what that looks like for you. For you, it might be saying stick into the habits, working out 5 times a week. For me personally, it is to be able to get into a couple of pairs of pants I have that are snug right now. Like, I really could care less about my weight. But for some of you that's significant. But I'm going to encourage you not to be married to the scale. The scale does not tell the whole story. I think you're going to have a better feeling of success and accomplishment by watching how your clothes fit. Maybe it might be that your legs actually get bigger, but your waist gets smaller. So don't be too married to the scale, is my first bit of advice. But today, definitely do these weights and measurements. They are going to tell a story. So that is the first thing first. How do you measure yourself? Waist, bust is basically in the biggest part of your bust. Waist is the smallest part of your waist. Hips go for the biggest. Thigh is usually the biggest. So what you're looking for is the area of your body that has the most circumference. But really what matters is that the next time you measure yourself, is that you're measuring yourself in the same spot. Just be consistent. That is really the trick about measuring yourself. If you need help, get help. Don't lie on the numbers, because don't make your waist smaller or try to squeeze it in, because next time you're not going to see the results you're looking for. So just a normal measurement around your waist will tell you what the story that you need to tell. And don't be, like I said before, we're not looking to judge these numbers. All we're looking to do is to see what types of results you're going to get. The second thing that you should have printed out is your life habit, and mine is in black and white because my printer has run out of color. And you can see you're going to get 8 habits, and so every day you're going to give yourself a point for accomplishing that habit. And so start date is today, February 10th, so write that in, and then you're going to go watch the video, and you'll see that the video is about drinking 12 cups of water, which I believe is at 96 ounces. And so when you do that today, if you accomplish that today, give yourself a point. What we're looking to accomplish with all of these habits and all of these things is to get 80%. Okay, 100 is fabulous, but I also understand there might be traveling in between. There might be days where you might not feel really great. You might be kind of sick. All sorts of things might happen. So what we're really looking for is 80%. And they've given you 25% for meeting points, as long as you're keeping up with the meetings. Meetings meaning watching the videos and sending this in. What I'd like you to do is to send me a picture every week of your tracker. And you can send it to me by my phone. You can send me a text picture. You can send me a picture on Facebook. or you can email it to me. But let's take pictures and send these in every single week so we're staying accountable and honest. Because honestly, this isn't about me. This isn't about you being accountable to me. But this is having somebody else in the distance saying, okay, how'd you do this week? So keep those points, and what we're looking for is 80%. If you get those 80%, I will give you a prize of a $50 value. So keep that in mind. So I am going, and like I said, I am doing this with you. Today I talked to my husband. I said, are you going to be in with me? We're going to drink 96 cups of water. He said, yep, I can do that. So the last thing I want to end with is how can you accomplish that pretty easily? So the best thing I recommend is get a water bottle that has a measurement on it. So this water bottle has, I believe it is 28 ounces. Yes, this is a 28-ounce water bottle. So I know that I need to drink about 3 of these during the day. 3 plus, well, I already had two drinks this morning. So I know that 3 of them will definitely put me over the edge, and I will get my points for the day. So how do I do that? Depending on how you like to drink things, is fill up the water bottle. So you have a measure instead of going, well, I think I drank something with breakfast and I think I had a couple with lunch. You probably didn't. You probably got distracted. So is measure this. If you like it super cold, put it in the refrigerator the night before. I highly, highly recommend you try to get 50% of your ounces in before 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the day so that you don't feel like you're floating by the end of the night. Definitely don't try to do this at 9 o'clock at night and then go to bed. That it's probably not going to be a winning combination. So in the first couple of days when you're doing this and you're increasing the amount of water and you're actually tracking it, you're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, I got to go to the bathroom all the time. Well, that is okay. As Jenny Donnelly says in the video, your bladder is a muscle and it's going to strengthen, so you're not always going to have that extreme sense of urgency. And also know that as you're doing that, you're probably flushing out a lot of stuff and staying super hydrated, especially right now if you guys are in a cold climate like I am. My heater is on and I know I'm dehydrated. So this is your first habit of the week, is getting those 96 ounces of water a day and eliminating soda, even Diet Coke. I don't care that it doesn't have calories. It just simply has absolutely no nutritional value and there's no win. Of course, you are free to reach out to me via Facebook, via email, get your questions answered. I'm excited. I'm super excited to do this with you guys and hold myself also accountable to you. So here is to you and here is to Commit to Fitness. Let's get this thing started.